Tim, this is the moment I have feared and both been excited for.
Yeah.
You get to take the wheel and just keep your hands on the wheel because this could get inappropriate, people. I'm going to be honest. The jokes are going to be great.
Yeah,
Let's commence the Glock blocking.
All right. Well, we have a couple of things here, so we'll start off a little more subtle, and then we'll move into the thing that I really want to talk about today.
Just the tiny bit, just the tiny bit, not the whole. Just
yeah.
Okay.
So we'll start off with old Susan Burke here, number 13, Doc. And this is something that I want to address. Matter of fact, this entire segment is about something I want to address. Here we have Susan saying, if you're not planning something nefarious, why do you need more than 1 or 2 guns? So keep in mind, folks, how many times have you seen a news article where they said that they raided somebody's house and they found, 10 weapons and 10,000 rounds of ammunition? Oh my gosh, what was he planning? More than likely nothing. A range day. Just a gun collector. The gun collectors aren't your problem. The gangbangers and the criminals and the people that rob stores and all that stuff, they're the problem. And I can guarantee you they're not gun collectors, right? They're not, because they buy them illegally, where we would walk into a gun store and pay $50 for a Jimenez or something like cheap little handgun. They're paying $5,000 for it out of the trunk of a car. They're not collecting those. They're using them for their business, which is crime. So this whole notion that, well, boy, if you own more than 1 firearm or maybe 2, you are a risk to society. Yeah. And every time I see these posts where people are like, oh my gosh, they took like 4 firearms out of his house and 200 rounds of ammunition. I'm like, that's a cute start. I got that much stuff in my Jeep. It's like,
about to say, and?
Yeah, but this is the mindset. But then again, the leftist mind virus does things like this and creates these lapses in logic. And we're really going to get into that with the next few. Do you have any comments about old Susan before we get into the more pressing issue?
I'm laughing just because I know what's coming. No, I think that's a very good assessment. Like there's a few pretty typical things that gun controllers will say. One, of course, is why do you need more than 1 unless you have some nefarious means? It's like, I don't know. Why do you have 2 iPhones? Like what's that about? Like, why do you have more than 1 day's worth of food in the fridge? I mean, like, what are you a hoarder? I mean, are you like do you eat too much food? I mean,
are you planning an insurrection?
Very, very stupid. Yeah. Right. Like, are you planning on not going outside for 24 hours? Yeah, I call that Halo launch in high school. Anyway, not a big deal. But it's so silly, the stuff they come up with, and now we're about to dive in. I mean, here we go.
So look, we've all dealt with this next one, folks, and it's just time to talk about it. So we had a guest on our show not long ago. He's an X/Twitter poster. You are a smartass, Carl. And we talked about, some of his experiences and why he became pro 2A and all that other stuff. But if you read his posts on X, a lot of times he's posting imagery of his gun collection, and he's doing that to trigger the anti-gunners, and it works. He gets some really great content out of triggering these anti-gunners. But one of the things I've noticed with his posts and with many others, I mean, I've had the same types of memes and comments made towards me and my support of the Second Amendment, but it seems like the anti-gunners have this fixation on male members' anatomy. Yes, we're talking about the reproductive organ, right?
Yeah.
They always say, well, you own a gun because you're inadequate in this other area. You have a micro dealy bopper. That's why you have a gun. And the more guns you have,
a subcompact.
Right. The more guns you have, the more compact your thing is. And so and so every time he'd post, you'll see these memes, like compensating, like, I have this gun because I don't have anything down here and all this other stuff. And finally, he made this meme. If we can throw up number 14, Doc. And here Carl is saying, help a gun control advocate today. He has Kanye West holding up a notepad here, and he's edited it clearly. This is a meme, and it says, every 20 seconds, a gun control leftist thinks about beep. Assist a gun control advocate in dealing with ODD, obsessive disorder, and a condition prevalent among Chads and Karens exhibiting compulsive obsession around a gun and an owner's beep. So this is him striking back at the folks that endlessly post these memes at him saying that, Carl, the only reason you own a gun is because you don't have the ability to reproduce.
Because you have a Springfield XD. That's why. Because you have a Keltec P380. That's why.
With no grip zone. It's yeah. So anyway, but folks,
I love that. Dude, I love that you bleeped out that part, but there's no amount of bleeps that are going to help us on this next one.
No. But, okay, so the next one, in all fairness, this goes to my point. This is an ongoing thing. This is from 7 years ago, but the left and the anti-gunners have
It's
a
weird.
fascination with male anatomy. They truly do. And as
Mhm.
evidence of this, we go 7 years back in time to an article posted to The Guardian. This is up on the website. They've never taken it down. To the YouTube moderators, what we're about to show our audience is us reporting on an actual news item. We didn't make this meme. It's not even a meme. It's just a screenshot of a news
It's
article.
real.
Yeah,
It
this
is
is real.
real.
This is on the website. You can Google it. You can find it. You can read the article for yourself. Number, what is that, 14? I got
15.
15. All right, yeah, number 15, Doc. Cocks not Glocks. Texas students carry dildos on campus to protest gun law. And then look at this wonderful picture.
There's so much. There's so much.
He's two-fisting that bad boy, and it's just like, once again, here we have students who are for gun control early on in their gun grabbing careers. They're not grabbing Glocks.
Guns.
They're grabbing
Yeah.
replica male organs, and proudly so. I mean, the guy couldn't be happier in this image. I mean, God bless him. He's
so
having
jolly.
a good time. Yeah, he is.
He's
having a
so
good time.
jolly. Look at that. Look at that control, man. He's got the handle of magazine well. He's got one on the slide. He's ready to rock.
The chick on the left is like, oh yeah. I mean, she's got a weird look on her face, and the guy on the right's like just impervious to what's going on around him. Like, I don't see that massive thing over there. I'm just talking to the news reporter.
I'm on TV. What am I on TV with? I don't want to talk about that. This image alone speaks so many words, bro. Even if, like, to your point, and this segment is a little tongue in cheek and it's a little risque. I'll be honest, it is. But
to say the least,
like that,
yeah.
Yeah. So they actually put this up. Like, I mean, it's that they are weird about this stuff. Like, they consistently tie gun rights together with
male anatomy
and male anatomy. Yeah. I mean, the other guy, we were concerned earlier about a subcompact, but now we're worried about like a Barrett 50 cal.
Dude's
but I mean,
packing a rifle there, but yeah,
he's
big
got
bore.
A full bore.
Yeah.
Full bore. Exactly.
Ugh.
But I mean, like, they did this on campus and they were being serious.
Mm-hmm.
They were, I mean, like, hey, what rhymes with Glock? What can we make a big deal about a campus carry? Well, it's got to rhyme with Glock. I know.
Yeah, I'm sure they thought this was quite crafty.
Did it.
Yeah.
Oh, so clever. The wordplay.
This is 7 years ago. I can only imagine this guy holding this thing in this image in the center. I can only imagine whatever job he's gone to, this article keeps resurfacing. I mean,
oh my God.
He looks so proud of that. I mean, he's just like
so proud.
Yeah.
He's like, luckily I have experience with Barrett 50 cals, right? But it's that you just hit something that I think was so important. And this is something to understand before you just go,
have a nice day.
Deep.
There he did it.
I got it.
Whack.
You have to understand, when you're doing this kind of crap, this is going to pop up on research. This is gonna, like, any job you go for, any political office you hold, any wedding, any yearbook, you're gonna see this again. And a decision you make when you're 20 years old, thinking that you're making a difference as part of Cox for Glocks, or Cox not Glocks, sorry, Cox not Glocks. Like, these are not serious people.
No, they're not.
It's embarrassing. And this whole time it's been looking at me and I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. I've had enough of this. So we're sorry to subject you guys to all this, but we thought it was important to show you the leftist mind virus in all of its glory. Thank you for watching Second Legacy, and we'll talk to you guys soon.